Right, if Twisted Minds are able to win this. Karmine Corp Glitch. I know there's a lot of Karmine Corp view parties, aka hate watch parties, happening right now. So best of luck to both teams watching and both teams playing. More at stakes in this one series than any other at this event.
It's going to be absolutely massive. But it has to be said that on the pitch so far, neither team has been performing to their real strengths. We've seen so much beauty from Oxygen, the way they've played so far in Europe, that hasn't been translated here to London, and I'll be disappointed by that. Same to Twisted Minds over in MENA. As SMW shoots, it's an early, just quick-fire pace series from Twisted Minds. Joyo flicks it long. Joyo surely the key for Oxygen.
Yeah, last time that Joyo and Ahmad played in London, Joyo was the player coming out on top. In fact, the last 5 games they've played, Joyo was the player who came out on top. Now, with different teams and vastly different circumstances, they meet once again.
The team's just desperately trying to stay at this upper echelon of the esport, as Archie, who I believe is still yet to score in this event, how he'd love to do that in the next few games. Gets a touch towards, but it's Ahmad. Twisted Minds asking all the early questions. Archie does nip in. Despite not scoring, he's been doing plenty of good work. Joyo from one end to the other, can't quite get those mechanics working still. And Ahmad can just slow things down in the corner for Twisted Minds.
Yeah, looked like Mosin had a free shot on net there. Now, SMW trying to join the attack as well. It's been Twisted Minds who are applying the pressure, at least the majority of it early on. Ahmad looks lively for the game here. He's getting extremely involved, and he was involved in so many of the goals that they did get in their one win at the start of the day against Team Mobile.
Ahmad, who had his heart broken by Moist Esports in the grand finals, the bracket reset, ending in a 4-0 win for Moist. Now he'd love to do the same to Joyo here, to stop Oxygen's late resurgence towards the World Championships, but Archie gets that one long. Almost a second touch, not quite there, and it is Ahmad. A storied Middle Eastern player into the center. It's saved well there by Oski. He had to be alert. He's been Oxygen's best player this event. A huge flick as well, a mammoth hit. And Ahmad's the first player there. Ahmad certainly the fastest one for Twisted Minds so far.
Yeah, Oski, the most active player, the most effective player for Oxygen. With a crucial save at one end, a threatening flick at the other, but Ahmad equally effective at both ends of the pitch. Now, his teammate's trying to get some work done. Ahmad tested from distance. In fact, it's just gone in. Archie picks it up, top corner. And he wipes the sweat off his hands, as that's going to feel huge for him. He gets the goal for the first time this event.
Yeah, it's Nasky with the shoulder taps. Well done, Archie. You're off the mark now, son. You got to love it. I think it's Gibbs that's got Archie in his fantasy league as well, so Gibbs will be pleased too, but much more important are these world's permutations. Oxygen getting Archie off the score sheet. He is the player they look to pick up those scraps from the work that the rest of them do. That's exactly what he's done there. It was just a big clean boom, and Joyo now gets a touch. Oxygen starting to look alive.
Yeah, coming into the event, Oxygen were discussed as one of those, you know, slight contenders coming in, definitely like an A-tier team. Just underneath the big dogs at the top. There have been questions about this team. Not the performances we were expecting from them. A very unconvincing loss yesterday to Power, and then an even more dangerous loss today to Gen.G 2 days in a row where they've been underperforming. But now, we're starting to see something from them, and Archie's scoring. Could that unlock their full potential? Will the whole team start to show up?
It's the beauty of Swiss. I would say there's always one more match, but at this point, there is not always one more match. They have to win this one to stay alive. Archie almost gets a second. Oski now, up against SMW, the man that they were talking about on the desk as such a key player for Twisted Minds in general. Mosan gets it as far as Joyo. Joyo into the center. Is anybody arriving? No, they're not. Oski was so deep there, couldn't make anything from it. Ahmad doinks it, but it goes loose to Archie. Joyo can take a touch. SMW almost in his way. Joyo underneath him. And Mosan clears.
A slight comms breakdown there for Twisted Minds, but chance all of a sudden. Mosin flicks it in, 1-1. Well, no comms needed on that play. Mosin just goes solo by himself from defense into offense and flicks it past Archie.
Yeah, it's an old school flick there, catching the ball on his roof and then catching Archie off guard to bring Twisted Minds their first goal in this series. It's been a tentative start from both teams. A couple of nervy plays in defense for both goals. She's somewhat snatched at that one after there was a misplay in defense from Twisted Minds earlier on, but it does set up an intriguing end to game one as Archie booms it forward. Oski is there, Oski to the backboard. Archie gets almost in Joyo's way. Joyo has to turn on a sixpence just to get this ball back into the center. Oski clean first touch. Could he have gone for the pass though? And now we have the counter attack. Mosan over the top of Ahmad. Ahmad almost gets the bump. It's end-to-end stuff, but it remains 1-1.
Twisted Minds still attacking though. It's Mosan off the ceiling, beaten to it by Joyo. And now the attack will go back the other way. Twisted Minds, for now, holding their own against Oxygen. Coming in as the underdogs. This is overall a good start for them. As Oxygen continue to struggle to produce the form we expected of them coming into this event.
Oski into the center here. He's going to get a clean touch. Archie's trying to take out SMW. Oski completes the job. Joyo, a chance to go by himself. He has boost to play with. SMW towards Ahmad. Oski trying to get this block, but Ahmad gets away from him. Archie's in the corner. Joyo's got pretty much nothing, having to rely on boost pads. Ahmad towards the middle, but Oski will get a clean touch. 10 seconds left now. Archie shoots. Joyo, maybe one more chance before overtime. He goes to the ceiling, but it's too far away. It's too slow. Mosan taken out by Joyo. I think both players would take OT right about now, but there is a shot. SMW clears to the side. Archie waiting underneath. Ahmad into the middle. It will fall. No, it won't. Joyo catches it. He keeps it going. A flip reset. 0 seconds. Down it goes.
Well, Oxygen kept it alive a long time there, creating multiple chances. Into overtime we go, tied 1 goal apiece. Oski makes the touch after the sideball bounce. It's going to be Twisted Minds' ball though, after one more contact. SMW picks it up, met by Archie. And now Ahmad and Mosin both jumping. The comms look like they aren't really on the same page for Twisted Minds at times.
Oski does get some boost there, but it falls to Mosin. It doesn't matter how the comms go when the dunk's that good.
Once again, it's Mosin with a goal out of nowhere. Ahmad masterfully 50ing in middle, and that was come to perfection. You know, they've not been on the same page this entire game, but they put it together for the 2 chances, the real chances that they got, and it's
from nothing pretty much. The ball rolled to Archie,
yeah,
boomed it
hard
forwards,
clear.
and
the classic Archie, just hard clear into the net. I mean, that's just what he does, isn't it? But they need more than that. They need a bit more creativity. They've got Joyo and Oski to do that in offense, and we've not really seen any of that flair, any of that creativity that we all want to see.
Oxygen looking pretty toothless still, based on that first game. You can't say the same for Twisted. They're baring their fangs.
SMW scores in 14 seconds, sorry. Beautiful 1-2 passing play with Ahmad. SMW started the play, and SMW finished the play. Ahmad perfectly sniping him in the middle. Oxygen are in huge trouble.
It's not looking too good for them. Twisted Minds, though, their journey to the World Championships is looking like it's going to have at least one more leg. So far, so good, but Joyo has control of the ball. He has to get something. It's just not quite falling for him. Oski, though, could be the recipient, but no one's following up. Yet again for Oxygen, they get themselves an opportunity, and nobody is there. Joyo doesn't win the race against SMW. Oski's beaten all ends up to the ball. He has to go chasing back for it with no boost. And look how easy it is in the end, Johnny, for Twisted Minds to take this ball away, get the flip reset, and put Oxygen back under pressure.
The Twisted Minds had questions, I think valid questions asked of them after they dropped a game earlier on to Mobula. Now they're looking like a different level, and you wonder, you know, were they playing down to the level of their opponents before, and now against world-class opposition they're starting to put it all together. Tough roster, a nasty team to run into. A team who are quite happy to play 5 minutes of 50-50s, as all MENA teams are. Mosin, ceiling pass down. Intercepted well by Archie in the recovery, but can Oxygen get the ball up in the air and get the high-flying attack started?
It's crazy to see Oxygen Esports barely even trying to do anything mechanical. Whenever they have an attempt, the ball just rolls away from them. Something isn't sticking there. Something isn't working. But what you would say about Oxygen is all it takes is one mechanical outplay, and suddenly things will start to click. Maybe it's here. Now Archie goes long. Joyo's waiting underneath it. Again, boostless. So SMW can just send that ball away. SMW knocks it out wide now. Ahmad was waiting. Clean first touch to the ceiling. Lines something up. Joyo, nice couple of touches. No boost yet again. Every time we turn to his camera, he's got nothing in the tank.
And it's tough for them to really get too much going on. Look at Archie, though. Ground double there. And Archie does look like the player creating the most chances. I think earlier on he might have had somewhat of an open net, but he didn't think it was going to be open when he took the shot, so did not go on target. Nice save by Oski, landing well on his back wall as we approach half-time in the game. Oxygen have not had too many opportunities as Twisted Minds play a disciplined game. Frustrating for Oxygen fans. We want to see this team take this just a little bit further. We were talking about them as potentially making that Cinderella run to the grand final, but they're struggling in the 1-2 round of Swiss. They're nowhere near their goal.
Yeah, the Carmine Corp watch party will be loving life right now, and it's up to Oxygen to try to change that. Twisted Minds, anything will be watching on as well, praying that Oxygen can step up. Oski tries to do just that into the corner. Can he get this touch? Almost. Ahmad wouldn't have let him anyway. In there fast, saw the danger, snuffed it out, gets a chance for SMW. Archie's awkward going back towards his own goal. He does okay in the end, because that was nervy.
Yeah, it is looking nervy for Oxygen, who look less to themselves. Archie to the backboard. Oski's up for it, and it's off. Target almost put in by the goalie there, but he does save it well. Into the back corner. No extended attacks for Oxygen. It's one attack, one shot, and then they're right back to midfield. Can they keep something going here? Mawson pops at middle, but that's going to be easily covered by SMW. So you think, Ahmad, they've got options. You've got everybody coming back to help out defend. 90 seconds for Oxygen to work with. Still scoreless in game 2.
The Oxygen are rotating so deep as well. They're expecting these mechanical chances, but it's not happening. Good save there. Archie, now it's Joyo's turn. Into the corner. Oski has stayed forward. This is what we need to see from Oxygen, but Twisted Minds, more resolute defending. Joyo has to go all the way back to launch yet another attack. SMW charges him down. Oski into the center. Joyo's there. He's got the pass of Oski to the side. So little boost. He steals the 100, but when it's Archie in the air, you're not going to do anything with it. Oski's turn now. He shoots. It's well saved once again from Twisted, but Oxygen are just having a few sniffs at this point.
Yeah, this is looking a bit better for Oxygen, but is it too little too late? 55 seconds to go. That's a big pass in field, and Joyo slams it home. Oxygen do break down the Twisted Minds defense, and it's an infield pass that seals the deal.
It was Oski to Joyo, but it's Archie that opens the door. Just getting that one demo when rotating out suddenly created all this space, and you know that Oski and Joyo have the class to make the most of it. But Twisted Minds aren't lacking in that regard themselves. Here's Mawson, straight from the kickoff. SMW there, shoots. It's safe for now. Ball falls to Oski. Joyo's in front of him. Ahmad into the center. Archie a clean touch. He goes to the ceiling, wants the flip reset, gets the flip reset, but yes, he does! He forces it home. It's quality from Archie.
That is unbelievable. He just put it in with a ceiling double, flip reset, and then a backboard rebound as well. Archie doing absolutely everything for Oxygen there. 2-1 lead as they look to tie the series.
It's a goal that had everything from a man who was being questioned. Once again, Archie has the answers, but he doesn't have the game locked up just yet. Oxygen still have 20 seconds left to play. Twisted Minds have the ball. SMW wants it again. Ahmad into the corner. Time ticking away. Twisted Minds wanted to get something going as soon as possible. Ahmad almost forces his way through Oxygen's defense, but they get it away for now.
Yeah, good cut of rotation there from Ahmad, but the attack comes to nothing. Final few seconds of game 2. Oxygen with a brave fight back and a huge goal. One of the goal of the days, honestly, from Archie. And now they just need to leave the ball. They do. Oxygen tied to settle down and say, okay, I'm not going to be added to the list of players who've gone to Elan and failed to score a goal. Now I can relax and we can look to get the win here.
And now we turn to Twisted Minds, who suddenly find their foray forward to the World Championships. It's going to have a few more holes they have to jump over first. Mawson has been so good so far since Copenhagen, making it all the way here. He's the player they may be looking towards, but it's looking tough right now for Twisted. Now they need a moment of magic of their own. It's SMW underneath the ball. Gets it into the corner. Wants to slow things down, keeps control of it, of course, trying to just beckon Oxygen on. Oxygen eventually take the bait, but by then SMW had run out of boost. It works out well for Oxygen. Oski to the backboard. Mawson saves it, and Mawson should be able to clear long.
Yeah, Twisted Minds don't look too rattled right now. They're remaining locked in. This is a far less personal series, it would seem, than the one we've just seen between Team Secret and OG. But we are into game 3 now. This is where Secret vs OG really starting to heat up, and SMW dunks it on the last man who's in a 1v2 there. And we talked about this earlier on. You cannot leave a player on an island these days in defense. Ahmad forced Royal to jump there, or he's getting demoed, and he jumped to no momentum. Easy dunk for SMW.
You'll also always struggle in the 50-50 game against a team from MENA. Twisted Minds no different in that regard. Forced home there, and Twisted Minds had a lead, I believe, for the 3rd game in a row. They've scored the first. Actually, no, it was Oxygen that scored the first goal on the first one, because Archie got that one, but they turned it around so quickly. Here is Archie towards Oski, puts it into the center. Joyo sniffing about, hoping for the ball. Not going to happen on this occasion, so despite going behind, Oxygen have stepped up. Archie's making a massive nuisance of himself. So the ball falls to Joyo, but the pass isn't quite there.
Yeah, it's maybe not the best idea to score first in this series, it would seem. Hasn't worked out for either team. But overall, in Rocket League, historically and currently, scoring first has a massive impact on winning it. I think it's something like an 80+% correlation. So Twisted Minds from this position have to be feeling pretty good. Low scoring games as well. So a 1-0 lead will feel like quite a large margin. I mean, 2 will feel like a massive margin, given the fact that we've had 2 2-1 scores, plus some late equalizers in the games before this.
See if Twisted Minds can cause that 2-goal chasm. Armad's giving it a go. He goes to the ceiling underneath Joyo. Joyo got the save, just about. And Archie has some boost now. It's just a clean challenge into the center. Oscar keeps hold of the ball, just letting his teammates pick up some boost so they can go again. Oxygen playing the patient game, not forcing anything. Joyo's waiting here. Underneath this one, does he go for the ball? He does in the end against SMW. Again, it's not clean from Oxygen. Twisted Minds certainly winning all of these little challenges. The intricate game in front of the Oxygen goal is being won by Twisted Minds. And the clearance is the big. Armad goes to the ceiling, he follows it up, gets the final touch. Oski as far as Mossen. He pushes it almost into the top corner, but Archie can take it away.
He wanted perfect placement there, but he only hit the post, and that's massive for Oxygen, who were scrambling from Ahmad's previous attack. And once again, we have a chance for a tie game. It's Oxygen who are looking for it. The second game in a row. Archie, who's scored in both games so far, leads the attack for Joyo to score. Well, that was a heavy commitment from Oxygen. You can't take anything away from them here. They have sent it on that play, and they've been rewarded.
Oh, it's a dunk as well from Joyo, similar to the first goal, with just the extra added bit of spice from Archie. I think it's the towel meta. Every time he does something good, he gets that towel and wipes his hands. I think that's the way to play if you're struggling at home.
That's definitely the way to play in a nervy situation like this. But with every Oxygen goal, the viewers on the Karmine Corp hate view parties. Of course, hate towards Oxygen's chances, of course. They'll just get a little bit more nervous as they have to wait even longer to find out if Karmine Corp will play at Worlds. Twisted Minds back into offense here. Just cycling in and out. They're keeping the attack moving here. Keeping high momentum in all 3 players, as Mina loves to do. It's a fake challenge from Ahmad there because he didn't have anybody behind him. Didn't want to take a 50-50 without backup. An instructional play there from Ahmad. Caught Oxygen off guard. Probably expected a diving challenge, as you often do against the Mina teams.
SMW just pumps it long, and now we have Joyo. Has 100 boosts. It's been rare so far this match. And again, the musty's not quite there. The mechanics aren't quite working for him. He's got a couple of goals, but still get to really spring into life the way we know he can. Oski the same. SMW into the corner. Joyo's been there, around the corner he goes, wants to force one into the center. Archie, Oxygen's carry so far, just tips that one towards Oski. Joyo has been tipped into it. The chance to go to the ceiling. It's a pass to Oski instead. Great decision making there from Joyo.
Oh, it's just selfless from Joyo in the final third. Everybody's probably thinking Joyo's got eyes on the goal, but no. Ceiling drop-down pass as he slams it vertically towards his teammate, and a slot from Oski. Oxygen again from behind, come back to tie the game, and then put their noses in front.
And now the pressure will really begin to weigh on the minds of Twisted Minds. So close from going out here in London, going out in Worlds, and allowing anything in. But they do have time on their side. They don't have the lead. Joyo, couple of touches, forces a pinch in the corner. SMW tries to get Twisted Minds going again, but Oski gets the read. Oski gets the follow. Suddenly he was dangerous again when it seemed like he was out of the play. Nothing doing for now. Armad and SMW. Oski seaming in from the side yet again. Oski now given a free rein. Archie sends it forwards. Every touch is a victory right now for Oxygen Esports. On the cusp of going up in the series for the first time. They have to survive this though. SMW towards Mossen! And Mossen sinks it!
That is one of the best passes you're going to see all tournament from SMW. Fakes the shot and then pings it Middleton Mossen, who's got the whole goal to aim at. He can pick his spot there any part of the net he wants, because SMW has just handed it to him on a silver platter.
We had an overtime earlier. We may well have another one, unless something changed in the next few seconds. Mossen taken out by Joyo. SMW lets it bounce, but will still keep it. That might end up bad for them. Oski's coming in, almost beats the Twisted Minds defender. We do have overtime. Twisted took the last one.
Well, what a series this is turning out to be. Both teams have so much to play for, and they are matching each other blow for blow. Twisted Minds really showing up and showing everybody what they can do to hang with one of Europe's best. But here come Oxygen. Ahmad with a monstrous save. He can't get back to the ball though. It's Oski who puts it in. What a save that was by Ahmad. Completely out of boost. But he just couldn't get back to it to get the double.
Agonizing there for Ahmad. Couldn't quite.
The level we expected them to play, I should say, but Twisted Minds also looking a bit more like the level we thought they would show up in this tournament with, where, you know, a lot of us had Oxygen to sneaking into the top 8 and Twisted Minds on the outside looking in. It does feel like these two teams have been at a similar level, with Oxygen obviously being that one game in front. They look like they are going to be able to do this. Twisted Minds need to win this series, or they will not be at the World Championship.
Ahmad sends that one forwards. Oski gets the touch and the catch and takes it away. Gets the flip reset too. Archie thought about coming in, decided against it in the end. And Archie now into the center. We do have a result over on the alternative stream. Gentlemates have just defeated Team BDS to go through. So interesting stuff happening all around the world, but of course we're going to stay right here.
I mean, that's terrifying. You think Oxygen looking forward to the next round. They don't want to do that right now, obviously, as they almost get a goal in the opening minute. But BDS are going to be one of the teams that these 1-2 teams run into. So, I mean, congratulations, Team Secret, for winning. Congratulations, one of these teams, for winning. You've now got to go and play against BDS for top 8, and that is going to be a tough task. But it's not been easy in the 1-2 round either. I mean, we're looking at some of the most stacked competition, Rocket League competition we've ever seen here. Only KC absent, really, and so many World Championship level contenders.
Joe's going to try and take out Moss, and he manages to do it, at least for now. Oski charges that one into the center. Archie thinks he can sneak something in through here. Not going to happen just now. Joe back to the ceiling again. The ceiling has been his best friend, but then this time it becomes his enemy. Instead, it cues up Twisted Minds to go right back to the blue half. I just sense that the first goal here is paramount.
Absolutely, and you know, we talked about the first goal not really working out too well in some of these games, but both teams are playing as if it's next goal wins. Everybody behind the ball. I think Oxygen might be the team who are suffering from that, because we're so used to seeing them have that passing option upfield in front of the ball, looking for redirect opportunities, and Ahmad, pretty famous for that as well, but they're all getting behind the ball right now. Just getting bodies back and making sure not to leave anyone alone in defense.
Joe's going to be able to get yet another clean touch, but it's as far as SMW. SMW back to Archie again. A bit of ping pong develops. Till Archie's the one who wants to keep control of this ball. I've been incredibly impressed with Archie so far this series. He has been excellent for Oxygen. The true differentiator between the two teams, in my opinion.
This is huge. Look at the chance
Here
now for Oxygen.
Again. Yeah, he shoots. Yeah. Oh, there's a massive demo. Archie gets the spoils, but Oski, a tip of the hat to you, sir.
And it all started with Joyle dodging a demo in defense. That was against 2 players. Joyle wins the 1v2 at one end, and then Oxygen win the 2v1 at the other.
Oxygen suddenly see it in their sights. A path to at least the 5th series of Swiss. It's not all gone to plan for them. Twisted Minds, they are looking at the end of their season unless they can score in the next couple of minutes, and they have to avoid conceding again. They've tried to rush it, and Oski has punished them.
Oh, Twisted Minds have played such a disciplined series here, but in the last few seconds, they've gotten a bit too loose defensively, and a 2-goal lead feels so difficult to come back from. Oxygen have defended well for the majority of this series here, conceding less and less goals per game as we make it one step closer to themselves entering that top 8 of the competition. They're a couple of rounds away so far, but can they get that one step closer?
The big Twisted Minds hope is that will open the game up. Suddenly this one is slightly more, there's pockets of space to play for that haven't been there throughout this series. Think of it like that, a couple of goals isn't impossible. 3 would be really tough though. Joyo all the way over the top. Mosin is going to turn, he has Ahmad in the center, he goes for Ahmad, but Oski, who's done this time after time in this series, these horizontal blocks, comes in clutch yet again. SMW, a minute and a half left. Twisted Minds have to get on the score sheet pretty much immediately because Oxygen are looking so dangerous.
Yeah, Oxygen are just playing this one out intelligently here. They're just waiting for the game to come to them. That's the chance to make it 3. Mosin can't get rid of it. Joyle does make it 3-0. And it's composure from Oxygen on match point, while Twisted Minds finally start to crumble in defense.
The mistakes are coming in now, left, right, and center. Twisted Minds can sense it slipping away, and Oxygen Esports can feel their opportunity once more coming. SMW tries to go for a pass for Moss, and he gets it! Oh, but it's wide! So close to Twisted Minds having a sniff. Was that the moment? Another save from Joyo. Oxygen living a charmed life right now, but the longer they survive, the more difficult it gets. Until Archie shoots.
Yeah.
That will be that. Oxygen Esports, unless there is an incredible, unprecedented turnaround, will be surviving.
Yeah, Twisted Minds overextended earlier on in the game at their own dismay. Now they're forced to overextend, just trying to get on the score sheet and make this somewhat winnable. But in doing so, they've conceded again and again. 4-0, Oxygen running up the scoreline and keeping KC fans at the edge of their seats just a little bit longer. As for Twisted Minds, the heroic end of their season might be about to come to an end, as the second major seems to be where they will finish off their journey. Middle East anything will be playing at the World Championship unless Twisted Minds pull out an all-time great Rocket League comeback.
And that's to be right now. I think every block that Oxygen Esports make just confirms what we already probably know in our hearts. But Oxygen are going to take this one. Joyo sends it away just to make sure. Oxygen Esports have been far from their best. They've been nowhere near brilliant, but when Joyo is connecting once more with mechanical plays like that, maybe they can still be a threat. Twisted Minds are going to score, but it is, Johnny, too little too late from them.
Yeah, now's about the time you can type GG's. You know, well, you've got a break in the play. Because there's just absolutely no way. I mean, it's theoretically possible to score 3 in 4 seconds, but let's be honest, this is not happening. You'd have to have Oxygen fail 2 kickoffs in a row, just completely missing the ball. And they're just not going to let that happen. Oxygen win it 3-1, and they'll be waiting to find out who they play in the final round of Swiss. Their long journey to the grand final of London continues, but they are still in it with a chance.
Congratulations to anything who with this result make it to the World Championships. Mina's